Hi, I'm James Webb. I am the Rittenberg resident at the Clay Art Center in Port Chester, New York. And just in a few words, I just want to share really briefly with you kind of what my work is about and how Clay Art Center has really helped me develop as an artist, how they're helping me and what I'm doing. So if I were to ask you to create a piece of art about the word art or beauty itself, that would be pretty hard to do, to encapsulate what you think those things mean into one piece of art. It'd be pretty daunting. So what I do, instead of trying to take on that daunting task with external factors and forces, I let synesthesia inform the direction of my work. I have a form of synesthesia that allows me to taste words sometimes. And what I do is I like to make work about art and beauty. I call them art and beauty studies. Art to me tastes like a very greasy pan-fried burger with pasteurized melty American cheese on it. And beauty reminds me, or it tastes like to me sometimes, a swirling vat of coconut milk with more coconut milk pouring into it with a hint of lavender. And I use synesthesia as my innate creative strategy, is what I call it, to bring these scenarios and these tastes from my head out into something 3D and tangible out of clay. And I like to steep a lot of my work in a couple of historic aspects. One, I love Roman sculptures. I use a lot of sensibilities of fabric, the way that marble is carved as fabric in Roman sculptures, to inform a lot of my work. I also use the Swiss semiotician Ferdinand de Saussure, his general course in linguistics, to really connect together what kind of like a Venn diagram in a way, to connect together synesthesia, to explain synesthesia with the artwork that I make, as his work kind of being that vehicle, the idea of the sign, this signified and the signifier. So beyond that, being here at Clay Art Center has really been really crucial in my career, my artistic endeavors right now, because I'm in a place right now where I'm making sculpture, but I want to make work sometimes that is about functional objects, but I don't want them to be functional objects. In the same way that we can look at these sublime sculptures of these Roman sculptures, and look at them and stand up to them and next to them in awe, and you can almost see the genetic code embedded by the master's hand chiseling away, and you can think about how sublime they are and beautiful they are, and think about how they want to be human as much as they want to be, but they'll never be human because they're just sculptures. In the same way that I want my sculptures to be self-portraits of myself, and I want those to be functional objects sometimes. So Clay Art Center has really, the community at Clay Art Center has been absolutely wonderful. They'll bend over backwards to make sure that you have what you need and to help you in any way that they can. One amazing thing about the Clay Art Center are the teaching opportunities there. I've had such an amazing experience learning about Clay Art Center and all of the people there, teaching all the wonderful classes, and the support from all the staff and all the artists getting together and talking about art, just informally, like a little critique set up, and given a space to stay as the Rittenberg resident and the family that supports that, and I'm very grateful for that, have done a lot of things to help me be where I'm at right now, and to help me move forward in my career. And if I need anything, to be supportive of me, whether it's a letter or an email, or whether it's just to sit down and talk with me, or whether it's to give me a bunch of food after a potluck, because they really know how to do potlucks at Clay Art Center. So anyway, I want to thank y'all so much for checking it out, and sorry we couldn't be there in person, but we're all there in spirit, so we're all doing the best we can do, and I appreciate it very much. Talk to you all later. Bye.